Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. It's me, Pop, and I hope you're all doing well today. It is the 5th Sunday in April. Kind of an oddity, but it gives us an extra chance to have Pop's Choice number 5. Bringing to you some of the lesser known anime, and hopefully showing you things that you may not have seen before. But before I get into that, I'm going to fire up our news of the week, because we have to see what has gone on in the past week. Let's click on this and let's begin. Love Live School Idol Festival All-Stars game in service on June 30th. Once again, another smartphone game ending service. Compass Project Videos reveal new animation, 2025 date, manga and novel spin-offs. Back to Saturday, the Idolmaster Shiny Color Song of Prism smartphone game announced. Another smartphone game. New Akuma-kun anime series teaser unveils more cast and staff. Oshinoko Eye scale figure now accepting orders. Apparently, Oshinoko is very popular. Sounds like something I should get into. And a good morning to you, Jake D. Is everything looking okay? My OBS is telling me that I'm offline, but apparently I'm not. If you can and I are chatting, please let me know. Mishibai Japanese Ghost Stories anime gets 11th season in July. Let me just do it right in here. Let's see. Okay, good. You're not seeing a problem? Okay, excellent. It's just that OBS needs a good slap or something. I don't know. Yeah, why not? That's just weird. Anyways, back to Friday. Oi, Tonbo Golf manga listed with 2024 anime. Another golf show. Wonder if Blaine is going to tune into that. Crunchyroll adds Eden's Zero Anime's first season recap movie. Axis reveals release dates for Mon-U Inescapable Radiant Tale, Norm 9 games. Norm 9? Enlight, Afro anime film Infinda reveals more staff preview at Annecy. Okay. Aniplex Fahrenheit 213 announced murder mystery Paradox 15 years of summer game. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation reveals 6 additional cast members. Still not seeing much as far as anything I'm interested in yet, as far as the articles here go. Love Live Superstar Group adds 2 new first-year members. Shizuki Fujisawa's Yuzuki Sanchi no Yonkoi Dai manga gets TV anime this fall. Oh, sure, now you smarten up, eh, OBS? Okay. Now it says I'm streaming. Alright. Hey, good morning, Phantom Hooligans. Nice to see you. We're just going over some of the news of the week. Going back to Thursday, Reign of the Seven Spellblades anime reveals 6 new cast members. The Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor light novel gets anime. The Do-Over Damsel. Okay. PA Works unveils original anime film Komata, a Whiskey Family for November opening. Armored Core 6 games trailer reveals August 25th release. Anybody played Armored Core? Looks like a pretty cool looking mecha game. Launches worldwide for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PC. No Switch version? Oh man. Hey, Comrade Leader has arrived. Woopa Troopa. Welcome. How'd your video editing go? Niet, but is mech, so we'll be acquiring. Yeah, I've heard good things about Armored Core. The Caligula Effect 2 game gets a PS5 version in fall. Netflix streams Yakitori, Soldiers of Misfortune anime on May 18th. Okay. Suzume film to end theatrical run in Japan after 6 months. Really? Film has sold 10.95 million tickets for 14.52 billion yen after 167 days. Wow, that's pretty good. They're still going on. Have 3 of 11 done. Oh man. Okay. Kuromizu Technique Gay Manga's Shin Yaranai Ka Anime reveals more staff before crowdfunding starts. Going back to Wednesday, Kitaro Tanjo Gegege no Nazo Films teaser visuals reveals November 17th opening. Ibo no Chikara Otona Precure 23 animes teaser narrated by Nozomi's Yuko Senpai. Hiromu Arakawa's autobiographical Hayakusho Kizoku anime reveals cast, staff. Still nothing that's caught my eye yet. Comrade Mechanic. Who was the VTuber you are following? I watch like 2 VTubers. One is Project Melody, and the other is called GMDM Girl. And yeah, those are the 2 I sort of tune into from time to time. I'm not like a staunch watcher, but if they have stuff up or if they're streaming at the time I'm on, I'll tune in for a little bit, give them a watch. Bushiroad confirms Cardfight Vanguard will plus dress season 2 anime's English dub. Ranking of Kings, the Treasure Chest of Courage anime reveals English dubcast premiere. Crunchyroll adds Inuyashiki anime. Kamikatsu anime reveals Megumi Ogata's roles. I don't know if anyone's watching Kamikatsu. Hey, don't give me that look, Woopa. Project Melody. I watch her YouTube stuff, but I know where she got her start off at. A little sip of the morning tea. And what's going on here? Charade Maniacs visual novel launches in West on June 27th. Am I Actually the Strongest? Anime reveals main cast and staff. The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen, From Villainous to Savior. Anime's first video reveals more cast and staff. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing yet here. Back to Tuesday. Oroka na Tenshi wa Akuma to Odoro, a manga's TV anime confirmed. Hey, Jake D, you do not, but will be investigating for the glory of the state. Yeah, you have fun. North American anime manga releases. Hyperdimension Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters game gets Switch version on August 10th. Nice. RPG Maker Unite software launches on April 27th. I thought there was already an RPG Maker. Final Ultraman CG anime seasons trailer previews theme songs. Idleland pre-power up smartphone game delayed for the 5th time. No big loss, it's just a smartphone game. Going back to Monday, Detective Conan film stays at number 1. Live-action Tokyo Revengers 2 film opens at number 2. The Concierge at Hokyo Department Store manga gets anime film by Production IG. From what I recall, Production IG does pretty good shows. Nier Automata game crosses 7.5 million shipments and downloads. That's a popular game too. Orokono Natenchi wa Akuma to Odoro manga listed with TV anime. Omega Strikers game reveals opening music video animated by Studio Trigger. Nano Ripe Liu performs theme songs for The Devil is a Part-Timer anime sequel series. The Game Awards 10-year anniversary concert features music from Elden Ring, Final Fantasy 16 games. Oh, there you go, Game Awards. Orchestra plays concert at Hollywood Bowl on June 25th. That's coming up here. Suzume anime film earns $1.6 million US in second US weekend box office. Every waifu loss is a blow to Whoops Totsuka Comrade, even if they are on smartphone. Okay, you got me. Bartender Glass of God TV anime to premiere in April 2024 with Crunchyroll streaming. No music from The Last of Us Part 2? How could it be? Oh no. What's Neil Druckmann gonna do? Probably cry. I could just see it now. Tekken 8 fighting game reveals gameplay trailer for Lily. The first Slam Dunk anime film earns $55.2 million in 4-day opening in China. Okay. Manga Planet adds Takako Shimura's Bloom Brothers. 15 more manga. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Rising Games online beta test delayed. Going back to last Sunday. I did not see either the game listings or the television listings for this week. What is going on here? Yeah, not there. Not there. No, not there. Somebody dropping the ball here and on the Anime News Network? They've got the manga and anime releases. Should we just assume that the Switch is on top again for video game releases? They have been, historically, for quite a while. Yeah, 'tis shameful, for shame. We do a reload and see if anything updates. Oi, Tonbo Golf Manga's 2024 anime confirmed. And that was just put out at 11 o'clock Eastern, so 15 minutes ago. No, I do not see. Oh well. It looks like we don't get them this time around. That's a shame. That's a shame. I really did like to see what is popular in Japan. All right. If that's the case, then we'll just get right to it then. First up on the menu for underappreciated anime, I'm going with this is terrible. It's tradition. I know, right, Jake D? Like, come on. Black Butler. I've watched the entire series of Black Butler. which came out back in 2008. And it is what really got me into the whole Victorian era of all the dress, all the what do you call it? The technology they had at the time. It was quite an eye opener for me watching this show, and it's very enjoyable. It's got a bit of the supernatural involved in it. How many people out there have seen Black Butler? Anybody? Anybody? I'll wait for your answer. It is pretty good in my opinion. And a good morning to you, DJ Ronnie G. Welcome. And you've never seen Black Butler. All right. We will go through the first episode, I believe. The synopsis it gives goes as follows. In Victorian-era Europe, a young boy loses everything he once held near and dear to a vicious plot. In his moment of death, he strikes a deal with a demon, his soul in exchange for revenge. C.L. Phantom Hive is now the head of the Phantom Hive Corporation, handling all business affairs as well as the underground work for the Queen of England. His new partner is a demon butler, Sebastian Michaelis, whose power as a butler is only surpassed by his strength as a demon. The story follows the two along with their other servants as they work to unravel the plot behind CL's parents' murder and the horrendous tragedies that befell CL in the month directly after. The anime can be quite crazy. Yes. It is good, isn't it? It deals with a lot of, like I say, a bit of the supernatural, having demons in there, but also being set in the Victorian era. Makes it quite enjoyable. So what we'll do right now, we'll just go over the first episode. Cooperate with me. Yes. And I only watched the sub, so there's our main character who is on death's door, and he wants to make the contract with the demon. And then we go through the opening title sequence. And so they're at the Phantom Hive Manor. And like a good butler, Sebastian always has things prepared for his master. It's quite the selection for breakfast. He has his morning tea. And he prepares him for the day. Waifus? Sort of. Yes, there is some. Yep, you'll see some. Today's your Monday, but only 2 more days of work to go, so there's that. Nice! Yeah, that's good. And so the title is, My Butler is an Able Man. And there is the 3 other servants. You have the cook on the left, the gardener in the middle, and the maid on the right. That's Baldroy, Finney, and Mayrin. So they... Oh, and there's also Tanaka, who was the butler before Sebastian showed up. So he is a long-time servant of the Phantom Hive family. And we find out Sebastian is very strict to the other servants because he wants everything to be perfect. They are expecting a guest this evening. I believe it is a man from Italy who is running one of his factories in India. So these three are going to try their best, which may not be that great of an effort, but they're going to try so they don't get yelled at by Sebastian again. So they tried, and the cook burned the meal they were supposed to prepare. The gardener wrecked the garden because he used full-strength weed killer on everything. The maid is klutzy, and she smashed all the fine china. So it's an emergency now. They have to try to get things fixed up for the guests that they are going to be entertaining in the evening. So, Sebastian has a plan. And here comes their guest. So the garden was turned into a Japanese-style rock garden. So there's one averted. Morning, Alex. Just woke up? Wow, it's good to see you. You can be persuaded to anything for waifus. Fortunately, the stooge has not learned of this weakness. Yes. Waifus save lives, too. And there we go. Next up, I believe they have to prepare. Oh, but he's decided to play a board game. Now, this is pretty significant when you play the board game. You have to listen to what CL says to his guest. And all the moves he makes. He's come asking for money for a bigger workforce for his the factory that they have. So he wants like 12,000 pounds. Because this is set in Britain, they do all their monetary dealings in pounds. Rock garden? How'd they grow there? You gotta cultivate those rocks. Seems like a creepy board game they're playing. So now they're trying to fix up the roast that he mangled with his flamethrower. She's bringing the backup china. But she trips, and Sebastian manages to catch everything. Because, you know, hey, what kind of a butler would he be if he couldn't do that? There we go. Time for dinner. And somehow this guy has a very distasteful thoughts about CL. He does not like dealing with a child. Who allowed them to have a currency? That they use metrics too. So it went from having a big roast to finely chopped raw beef donburi. So Sebastian explains what it's all about. And the guy gets swept away by the emotions. And they're all hiding, watching to see whether things are working out. He's having a good time. And now they're going to get the maid to pour the wine. And she's shaking because she can't see very well. Her glasses are cracked. And it gets poured all over the tablecloth. Nobody notices right away, except for Sebastian, who pulls the entire thing off the table in one fell swoop. And it's a surprise to the guest, who's like, where'd that tablecloth go? That was a bit of dirt on it, so we had it removed. Now he wants to finish their game after dinner. Finish the game. He's like, oh, I can't. I've got to go. But he's going to make a call. So he's downstairs, making a call. Then we find out what his true intentions are. He is not a nice guy. He sold the factory, fired all the workers, and now he's trying to get as much money out of him as he can by lying to him. But then he starts seeing things, hearing things. He's not quite sure what's going on, but he's very spooked now. Things are really affect him, and now he's getting lost. He's not even sure where the drawing room is. They were moving the painting. He saw the painting floating, and he's running away because he's afraid, but he fell down the stairs and twisted his leg. He drags himself. He's just trying to get away with his broken leg. But he hides in an unfortunate place. He's like, what is this place? Wait a minute. He's inside the oven. He's crawled in where they have the dessert, and he fired up the oven. To think you would try to get at the pudding in the oven, is what Sebastian says. So he just leaves him in there. For a little bit, just to give him a good scare. He tells the other servants that they're going to have a maintenance person come over and replace the oven. As the Italian fella gets out of the house and is running down the road in terror. Because they knew all along what he had done. He was fooling no one. So they just gave him a very good scare. Just to make him think about what he's done. And that is the end of the first episode of Black Butler. Like I say, it's very enjoyable. The Victorian era was very elegant. I really like the clothing, the technology at the time. quite enjoyable. And good morning, Punkwaddle. Nice to see you. And you've watched an episode or two. Oh, well, that's awesome. Where the heck did my mouse go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that was number one of my sort of underappreciated or anime that people aren't talking about. Black Butler. What did it have? 24 episodes for the first season. So not too shabby. Moving along. The next one, and I just watched this one yesterday. I had seen it before, but I needed a refresher. Starship Operators from 2005. The synopsis for this one goes, for the 73rd class of cadets of the Defense University of the small planet Kibi, a shakedown cruise on the fleet's new starship Amaterasu is a fitting lead-up to graduation as they are returning to their home planet. However, they are shocked to hear news of a declaration of war by the aggressive kingdom against Kibi. When their planetary government surrenders without a struggle, the cadets decide to launch their own war aboard the Amaterasu. To gain funding, they make a deal with a galactic news network and find themselves the stars of their own reality show. Unfortunately, this is the kind of reality show that can get you killed. This one wasn't all that long, 13 episodes. Once again, I'll fire up the first episode and we can have a look and see how it's going to go. Starship Operators, there we go. And yeah, it has a little bit of their intro, opening theme song and all that. Shows some of the characters. So yeah, as you heard in the synopsis, they are aboard their starship. They're only cadets. Oh wait, there's more. Yes, Punkwaddle. Just like Ron Popeil. But wait, there's more. There's always more. You never seen it, but it looks like 10 out of 10 in Imperial numbers. 10 out of 10 in metric too there, Jake D. You like starships and you imagine you'd like these Starship Operators? I think so. So yes, the cadets are out there. They are heading home. They're happy. They have the officers, like the captain, sort of giving like reviews to the crew. Like, oh, you did good on this, you did good on this, but not so much on this. And that's okay. They're obviously looking over their systems. Yeah, so a little bit of critique from the captain on one of the cadets. And episode 1, countdown. So they're discussing what they're going to do after they graduate. Some people are going to stick around. Other people are going to go into civilian life. They don't want to stick around and be on the starships. Okay, and they're all in the cafeteria, grabbing something to eat, just relaxing. In the words of Niccolo Machiavelli, bark bark auga. Leave it up to Jake D. Oh, but then here comes the news. Their country, their planet has been under attack. And they just did not even waste any time. Their government just surrendered, rolled over, and it's like, that's it. They didn't even put up a fight. Can you enlist in this army? 100%, Jake D. So these guys are all like, I can't believe they've just surrendered without a fight. Why are we out here? Why are we even on this ship learning how to be, cadets? Why are we out here then? So they're like, we got to do something about this. Now they're putting their heads together to figure out what can they do. Because they don't want to just surrender. And the officers all left the ships. It's really strange. They left the cadets on the ship. The officers all got off and they went and surrendered. So, but one of them has an idea. They want to buy the ship. But they're going to need some backing. So he's going to make a deal. But the deal is they have to make it like a reality show. They have to bring cameras onto the ship if they're going to get supported by the Galaxy Network. And I think there's our producer, and there's our reporter. And she's going to make her way around the ship. And I believe she makes it up to the bridge where they discover an enemy ship. And there it is. Now this thing attaches itself to an asteroid or probably an asteroid. And it uses the material from the asteroid in its weapon system, like a railgun. And it has a range way more than the ship they're on. The Amaterasu. Yes, they have live feeds. And now they're going to decide how are they going to take this thing on, because it has such a long range. So at least the one girl, Shinon, she is quite adept and intelligent when it comes to dealing with things like that. She has excellent strategy. So they are going to try to get around to get into range. They have to get into range. Otherwise they'll just get picked off by this railgun. And the amount of power it has is unbelievable. So they're just raw recruits, like raw cadets. So they are just going to have a really hard time. This is their first battle. They're going to hide in the shadows of an asteroid just to get away from the railgun and get as close as they can. So there we go, getting closer. I don't know, a woman with an idea. They've got good ideas, Jake D. Don't you worry. It depends on where that idea came from. Exactly. So they're getting there. But I believe they get hit. They get hit by that railgun. And it makes a mess. And apparently, because it's moving so fast, it creates a lot of heat. But it holds together. And then the countdown is on. Firing range is reached. Joel, what's up? And it's destroyed. So there you go. So there, that's a little bit of wrap up after the end. And there, that's the end of the episode. They passed their first battle. And they are going to continue on with episode 2. So that's Starship Operators. Kind of a strange premise where they have to buy their own starship and then get funded by the Galaxy Network, but okay. As long as they keep showing them, footage of their battles and all that, and I guess they look for high ratings at the Galaxy Network, and then they should be okay. So you could always give that a watch if you're so inclined, as I found it quite entertaining. And there was actually one more that I was going to throw out there for everyone to have a look at. I'm supposing most of you have played the game. And you're probably wondering, game? What game? What game did they make into an anime? Well, it would be... No, not that one. Gotta hit the right button. There we go. Bayonetta. If you guys have ever played Bayonetta 1, 2, or 3, did you know there was an anime for it? It's called Bayonetta Bloody Fate, and it came out in 2013. And it says here, based on the 2009 game, Bayonetta Bloody Fate follows the story of the witch Bayonetta as she defeats the bloodthirsty angels and tries to remember her past from before the time she awoke 20 years ago. Along her side are a mysterious little girl who keeps calling her Mummy, a journalist that holds a personal grudge against Bayonetta, and an unknown white-haired woman who seems to know more than she is willing to reveal about Bayonetta's time during her sleep. You'll be adding to ratings. Alright, Jake D. And great uniform, too. Of course, DJ Ronnie G. Added and downloading. Alex Moore. Right on. Yep. So yes, Bayonetta Bloody Fate. It's a movie. It's an 1.5 hour long movie. If you've seen or played the game, it sticks to it pretty well. But I do like the animation. I think they did really, really well with it. So they give a lot of backstory at the beginning. I'm not going to go through the whole movie, but we'll go through like a few minutes of it. They have a lot of backstory, a lot of explanation as to, or exposition as to why things are the way they are and what has happened. Which is important for you, everyone, to understand. It's like, oh, okay, this is what happened. You know, there's the Umber Witches and the Lumen Sages, and they were keeping everything in balance, light and dark. But one Lumen Sage and one Umber Witch got together, and they had a child. So that's what that... When did the movie come out? You've been meaning to watch. It came out in 2013. Yes, the child... Punkwaddle knows his stuff. It was Cereza, yeah. Which is... That's another game now. You've got Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3, and you've got Cereza. Yes, a little more explanation. And then 500 years later... The art and the aesthetics of Bayonetta is actually fun. Yes. Agreed. That was produced by... Oh no, the studios were Gonzo and Graphinica. Cereza game is different art, but seems interesting. Yeah. I would definitely play it. I still have to play number 3, actually. So we're in a church. And there's Luca, the journalist. He's got a grudge with Bayonetta as to things that happened years ago. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I know if you've played the game, you'll know the story, but maybe some of you haven't. Maybe you should. And there she arrives. And she is waiting. Waiting for the angels to arrive. And they do. She goes into their dimension. The battle begins, and the battles are over the top outrageous. They are awesome. You get a lot of action. You get a lot of fan service. You hear that, Jake D? This is white prime waifu material. Everybody, waifu alert. Punkwell, you gotta finish Bayonetta 3? Me too. I gotta start it and get to the end. When does she ever have those glasses? I don't think she does. And she is making short work of the angels. And Luca is determined to find out who she really is. And there's Rodan. He's pretty awesome. You watch him, he gets a little bit of a bigger part than he did in the game. He's playing the organ while she's doing her thing, I believe. Yeah, he takes care of a few angels himself, just because he's like, I'm not the one you want to mess with. Just goes to show how powerful Rodan is. And here we go. I believe she's going to get her guns. And there's a good shot there. She's getting ready. And yes, she makes short work of them with her awesome guns. Rodan is a cool dude. You bet he is. It's like at his bar, the gates of hell. There's a good shot right there. And Luca's getting ready to leave. Things were getting a little out of hand. But his car gets crushed by an Angel and Bayonetta. But then our giant Angel arrives to take down Bayonetta. And now she's got to battle him, which is quite the task. So she's dodging that giant axe. Now you got to remember they're slightly in a different dimension, so Luca can't see what's going on. And there's Jeanne, mysterious lady who knows about Bayonetta's past. And I believe, yes, she's summoning her infernal partner. And there he is. As he has lunch on the Angel. And I believe Rodin's asking about her guns, and she's like, they're good for now. He's gonna take off, open the bar. She confronts Luca, wonders what he's doing. But she makes short work of his camera because he was taking pictures and she doesn't want to be exposed. And we'll leave it there. I don't want to go too far. Yes, she is in her Bayonetta 1 garb. Yeah, she doesn't... I'd actually like them to do a sequel where she's got her short hair. Her short haircut looks nice. But yeah, you'd have to see if anybody would even want to do that. I'd be up for it, though. But yeah, I think I'll stop there. I don't want to go too much into it. You guys need to watch it yourselves. See what you think. I can just show you like some screenshots. But you got to experience the action and all the fun stuff that they get into. So there you go. Bayonetta, Bloody Fate. Find it, watch it. You'll have a great time, especially if you've played the games. You know what's coming up. If you haven't played the games, watch the show, play the games. Remember, Nintendo is the one that saved Bayonetta 2 so it could come out. So they should get a big round of applause for doing that. Otherwise, it was going to just be left on the PS3 for, Bayonetta number 1. But then Nintendo came along and was like, no, we'll put it on the Wii U. And that's number 2, and then number 3 is on the Switch. She was all hyped when she was released onto Smash Brothers and created a lot of hype for Bayonetta 2, and then 3 took forever to be... Yeah, 3 did take forever to be released. That's for sure. Like I say, I got to get into that too. I think the fact that the Cereza game came out within a year of Bayonetta 3, but with less hype, see what happens with the franchise. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, it's weird that it came out so quick too. You're emulating the first game at the moment. It's meh. Okay. You got a PS3 emulator? I didn't know there was one out there. they have physical media copies for 1 and 2 now for the Switch. Not sure if it was a limited run. Oh. Well, I went and got number 1 from GameStop. And I think I picked up number 2 as well. And yeah, number 3. Because, yeah, I'm a big physical copy guy, in case you guys aren't aware. To me, can't hold it in your hand, you got nothing. That goes for everything. You can't hold money in your hand, you got nothing. Can't hold a game in your hand, you got nothing. It's very very concerning to me when they can, if you have a digital copy, they can take it away from you. And there's nothing you can do to stop them. It came out after 3 was released, or vice versa. Okay. Black Butler was from that list stream a few weeks back. Did I already have that on a list? Are you talking about my list there, Alex Moore? So yes, my recommendations. I hope everybody has a look. You love losing access to digital purchases. It's an opportunity to get newest version. It's maddening to me. I mean, we've made a fair exchange. Oh, the early 2000s stream, you added it. Okay. I sometimes have not a very good memory when it comes to what I've talked about in previous streams. I'm sure you guys have better memories than me. I try not to repeat myself, but as time moves on and get older, I think there is a little bit of whether your brain gets packed so full of stuff and then you can't remember other stuff or forget it. I think something like that happens to me. Right now, as far as the shows I'm watching right now, so those 3 shows, I recommend everyone tune in on them. It's always nice when you can play a video game and watch an anime from the same series. Sort of, you get it from all media. You know, you got manga, your books, your animes, your video games. Makes it for an all-around excellent experience, and you can enjoy your favorite shows in all forms. What I'm watching right now, in case you're wondering, as far as new shows this season, I haven't watched a lot. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that they watch every single show from the season. I don't have that much time. There's no way. You know, as far as being work and, you know, in real life stuff to take care of, I try to put in as much as I can without letting other things suffer. But the shows, Kazuna no LL, this is about people that want to go to a college to be VTubers. And it's about our main character, Miracle, and her journey to become a VTuber like her hero. Then the other one I'm watching right now, One Piece. My wife and I are watching that. We're going to switch from watching it on weekends to watching it on weekdays so we can power through some of these episodes. We're already up to 661, so we got to catch up. We got about 400 episodes to go. Next up, The Marginal Service. I'm at episode 3. I'll never finish One Piece. You know, it'll be a sad day when I do finish it, or when it does finally end, but it will be quite a journey. It's been a journey of 25 years. And it's been most enjoyable. One of the better animes that I enjoy as far as character design and storytelling. The Marginal Service reminds me of Men in Black. If you've ever seen Men in Black, Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones. This kind of reminds me of that because they're dealing with aliens that come to Earth and hide among the people. And there's good aliens and there's bad aliens. So that's what The Marginal Service reminds me of. And then there's Yuri Is My Job. So the main character puts up a facade, and she lets you know that from episode 1. She's like, I'm putting up a facade, and this is so I can get myself a billionaire husband one day. And she wants everyone to like her. Except there's drama. She is not liked by everyone. There is one girl that has figured out that she's a liar and putting up this facade. And she is not having any of it. So there's a lot of drama. Which, I don't mind that. I want to see what they'll come to, what the conclusion will be. Will she learn her lesson? Will she decide that putting up a facade is not the right thing to do? Or will she keep doing it? Will she lose all her friends? Will she be able to have some character development? I guess that's what I'm looking for when I'm watching a show, whether the character that has the flaws or the character that is not doing something right is going to learn a lesson and become a better person. That's a journey, all right. Yeah, you bet, Alex. You're on the Naruto journey at the moment. Yeah. I think my wife and I have about 20 episodes left of Shippuden to get through, but I don't think we're going to go on with like Boruto. That's been quite the journey. I think Naruto, I got into it back in 2005. And I like ninjas, and it's got cool ninja stuff, and man, it's just a fun time. You read What Will Happen? Let's continue watching. Okay. All right. I did not look ahead. I don't want to get any kind of spoils for it, Alex, but you're encouraging me to continue watching, and you know what? I will. I won't drop that show. When you're watching a show, you're watching for the fan service. Of course, Jake D. Why not? Fan service is fun stuff. And also, people get the wrong idea that fan service is like just panty shots or boob shots. Fan service is like when they put Easter eggs in. Like if you're watching Space Battleship Yamato and then all of a sudden Captain Harlock's ship flies by. That's fan service. You're like, oh, that's awesome. Just the stuff like that. It's not. It's a fun service. Fun service. Yes. To me, my interpretation, the way I think of it is, it's not just the naughty bits, the naughty stuff. It is things that are like, oh, that's so awesome. You see things that are like related or throwbacks or nostalgia, just like the Mario movie with all the Easter eggs in there, the stuff that you can see. If you're a hardcore Nintendo fan or a hardcore Mario fan, you're gonna see, the guy that he talks to at the beginning was probably the guy that they named Mario after, that warehouse guy that Nintendo had. and he was playing Jumpman, which is what Mario was called even before he was called Mario. Fan service, like in Picard Season 3 at the expense of the story. Hey, Nerdporeal Lifeform. Nice to see you. Yeah, exactly. That's also fan service. It's like, oh, look, it's the Enterprise. Look, it's number one and all the other characters that you used to remember. Member berries. Remember this? Remember that? Remember how they used to be awesome and now they're not? Clarification, you're watching for the women. There you go. You gotta watch for the waifus. Mario Segal. Yeah, there you go. They turn the lights on. I didn't watch the season. I didn't watch season 3 of Picard, so I do not wish to expose myself to that stuff. That's okay. You guys enjoy it? That's great. I'm just gonna be over here doing my own thing. Star Nerdporeal. I miss watching Steve lose shit over Picard. Or stay Nerdporeal. There you go. When we have Drunk Waddle and Drunk Poil stream. Wow, that'd be pretty awesome. That's a lot of drunkenness. Damn typographical errors galore. Yeah. The content creator drama over Picard has been sidelined. Popcorn eating. Is there really? Honestly, it doesn't matter to me if anybody's gonna watch Picard. Go ahead. It's just I'm not going to bother. Not something I care about, and I know I have other things to watch, like anime. You unfortunately did, and all the big channels gave that series a pass. Okay. You mean they gave it a pass like it's passable, or they just passed on even looking at it? I'm not quite sure. Well, there you go, everybody. That is what I'm watching. And I like to know what you guys are watching too, because it's nice to share things back and forth as to what we get into. They say it's great when it's not. Yeah, like then it boils down to, do they either don't know what they're talking about, or are they hoping to get some support from the makers, whether they're getting I don't know if about a payback or anything like that, but if something is not good, say it's not good. Don't say, oh well, it's good, even when it's not. I know not all people's tastes are the same. You heard some of the takes. You're not a real Trekkie, so you stayed out of it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, Punkwall. When I go on to like Blaine's stream and the guys are talking about stuff that I don't know about, I really can't make a comment because I don't know about it. I can only comment about what I know. Someday you might start Lupin, Alex Moore. Yeah, there you go, Lupin. That's a fun one. The nostalgia overtook them because of how bad New Trek has been. They also what Disney Star Wars has denied fan. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll always have my memories of Star Wars before George Lucas sold it, and Star Trek before, after Enterprise. It just went downhill, but before that it was all right. Made some videos on fandoms and friendoms, and even my video yesterday was talking about getting some space and perspective once in a while. Well, you guys know you can always come here for that. You guys want some perspective and some space, you know, and you want to just chat with me. I'm not unreasonable. I've lived long enough to know that you don't always have to fight everybody all the time. You can just accept their point of view. It's too tiring, and it doesn't really get you anywhere. And it sucks. You don't want to fight everybody all the time. Seems to be a loop in every season. Yes, that is one series that you always seem to get some every couple of years. You can say you enjoy it, but you can't say it's good. Hey, they can say it's good because in their mind it's good. But it's like you have to watch for yourself to know whether it's good or not. You haven't watched much. You've been playing Advanced Wars and flipping through Star Wars Extended Universe books. Hey, nice. That's pretty good, Jake D. You keep reading those Extended Universe books. Way better than the stuff that Disney's ever going to put out. The writing is some of the worst I've watched, especially for Star Trek. Yeah? Okay, Nerdpoil, you have a good one. You got to prep for tonight's stream. I appreciate you stopping by. You guys, make sure if you haven't, and I'm sure a lot of you have, just, subscribe to Nerdpoil Lifeform. I'll return to form, says DJ Ronnie G. The denial of Disney. Now that's now a trope. They are just shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the fight between Disney and Ron DeSantis in Florida. Like, what are you doing, Disney? Why are you picking a fight? Just because your specialty or your special rights got taken away? You're all, angry about it now? Now you have to get treated like just every other corporation? Yeah, watch some early Trek, Jake D. There you go. My wife and we went through Next Gen. I bought the box set. We sat down and we watched it. And she loved Next Gen. She'd never seen it. But I had seen it when it was first out back in the 80s. And then we moved on to Deep Space Nine, and she loved that even better, even more so. It had some of the best character development you've ever seen in a Star Trek show. We still haven't watched Voyager yet. I'm not a big Voyager fan. I don't care for the captain. I think Janeway's a little too arrogant for her own good. Oh, if I want to know more about that, check out WDW Pro and Legal Mindset. They have some great panels and conversations about the Disneyverse DeSantis. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I hope Disney gets their ass kicked. I really do. You know what? They need to be put in their place and be like, no. You guys can't just do whatever you want. Nerdpoil Lifeform, you need to admiral my admiral. I think I'll be done with my IT exams after May and planned on doing a whole lot of gaming and TV binging. Well, I hope for you the best of luck on that, Jake D. I want you to do well with your IT exams. You gotta get certified. I want you to pass with flying colors. And that way you make a better life for yourself in the future. It'll be good to have you back. There you go. Punk Waddle, speaking the truth. The talk of how Florida really did help them out during those closed down times and when most of the other parks globally were shut down. Yeah. Once again, they get special treatment. And it's like, why do you guys get special treatment when nobody else does? You know, that's what gets me too. That and Disney's have been the one pushing copyright for like stretching it out to like 75 or 80 years or whatever it is. So they gotta put a stop to that. Excuse me. So yeah, that is. Hey, no problem, Jake D. Then you'll be able to purchase waifu figures. The all-important waifu figures. Make that sweet, sweet IT money. What are you going to buy? A house? Nope. I'm buying waifu figures. Priorities, Jake D. You got it. Well, I hope everyone's had a good time. I know I have. Hey, I got a couple of Detolfs as well there, Punkwaddle. You can't wait to see Jake D's videos on how full his Detolfs are with waifu figures. Yeah. Here in New York, many of your coworkers think DeSantis is World War II German. Oh, no. DJ Ronnie G. What's wrong with New York? You okay over there, New York? Without shame, because it won't be the whole paycheck. Set some aside. You still have to be able to eat and everything and pay rent and all that stuff, so set some aside for your waifus. That comment there, DJ Ronnie G, about that the coworkers thinking that he's German dictator. These guys have no idea. They have no clue what he was like back in the day. None of them know. None of them ever lived under that guy back in the 1940s. So if saying that he is like that, they have no idea. Until you've lived under that, why would you even say that? It's ignorant. It's like that, and I'm saying your coworkers are ignorant, not you. But it's like, unless you've lived under that type of regime, you know, and I don't think they have, because that was so long ago. But they throw that out there because it's trendy to say it or whatever like that. Nobody knows. People don't understand ideology. They just think anyone who's standing up against their popular opinion is the big bad guy, never wondering if they are. Once again, Punkwaddle. Yeah, that's a good thought. Yes, it's so true. You and I can agree to disagree. I'm not going to call you names over it if you have a different opinion. You know, you say the sky is blue, and I'm like, no, it's chartreuse. You can be like, well, okay, maybe your eyes see it differently. Or you can say that I'm like the bad guy, one of the bad guys from World War II. It's all in how you react. You can't control how people act. You can only control yourself, how you react. And with that, keeping your emotions in check is the most important thing. For me as well. I have found throughout the years that if you let your emotions get the better of you, you are going to say things that are not good for you in the future. So always keeping your emotions in check, and you will be unflappable. No one will be able to push you off your game if you're able to keep them in check. Underground, the guy with the yellow and black logo? Underground! David on Underground put it best. People don't give Uncle A... Hang on. enough credit. Which is why you pondered about words and emotions yesterday. Yes. He's your comrade in real life. There you go. You are unflappable. Yes. We have the wings, but you know, you're still unflappable. You don't like being flapped, so you prefer being unflappable. Very good. Very good, DJ Ronnie G. Well, everyone. Seriously, though, people are encouraged to emotionalize their politics, and this makes them think they don't have to engage the other side. True. You can flap, but you better not try to flap me. No. Never. Great Bird Sage cannot fly, which is why he's commander of Wupstotska Navy, not Air Force. Well, yeah, he can't fly, but have you ever seen him swim? He goes like a son of a gun. Just like a torpedo. You're no Flappy Bird, though? That's right. Emotions hurt. Usually the people experiencing them more than whatever evoked those emotions. It's all in how you... Yeah, it's all in how you react to what has happened to cause those emotions. It's and keeping them under control is so difficult to do. Because there are some people out there that can just, with a couple of words, can just push your buttons and just send you over the edge. And it's unbelievable how that happens. So trying to keep them under control. I mean, how difficult is that? Like, it's just unbelievably difficult. Should have seen him swim last time. I volunteer him to infiltrate North Korea. Yes, emotional maturity. Why is that a lost concept? And I can see that. Okay, right where I work right now, I am one of the top 3 oldest workers there. And we have a bunch of guys in their 30s. And you want to talk emotional maturity? This is something a lot of those guys don't have. I find that men don't hit their emotional maturity until they're about 40 years old. Unfortunately, it takes that long. I think it's due to our brains maturing. But I'm pretty sure that's about the age where they finally mature. I'm sure there's exceptions to that. There's people that are younger, maybe even people that are older that don't get the emotional maturity just because of what they've experienced in life. But yeah, the emotional maturity, and you know, I want to say to these guys that are in their 30s, it's like, stop acting like you're in high school. You know, rebelling against management is not cool or hip. Like, you know, you look like an idiot. You're gonna, you know, do things that are disruptive, and you know, you're gonna bring everyone else down. You know, you're not helping out as much as you should. It's something that needs to they have to work on, but they have to realize first off that they have to work on it. So yeah. We have the maturing Waddle reset him when the PTSD gets too bad. Ooh. Fight the power, DJ Ranji? But not in Wupstotska. You will not fight the power in Wupstotska. We have place to put you, so you know fight power. Yes, well, good talk, everybody. Wow. I sure hope everyone had a good time. I know I did. This was quite the anime chat. And I don't mind just sort of once I'm done going over the anime, I don't mind if we have like a bit of a free chat, talking about stuff, getting to know each other better. Whoops, Totska, power fight you. Oh yeah, good old Yakov Smirnov. Such a funny guy. He sure milked that for a long time. But yes, I would just like to thank everybody that came out today. And what a list today. What a list. Jake D, Phantom Hooligans were here. Whoopa Troopa. DJ Ronnie G. Who else was here? Punk Waddle, of course. Let's see. There's somebody else. Must have showed up. Oh, the Nerdporial Life form, of course. Mr. Nerdporial. I thank you thee for coming by. Can we all say the YouTube has no words before it's over? Probably a bad idea. No, please do not. Come on. I try to keep this a pretty clean stream, and I don't think the excessive use of the curse and words and explicit language needs to be done on my channel. There's other channels out there that do it enough. I'd like to keep my channel, keep it friendly for everyone, family friendly. It doesn't need to be. I don't have to resort to that. Everyone's more intelligent to come up with other words to use. You can use euphemisms or whatever it may be, but yeah, please. Colorful metaphors are not necessary on the channel. Punkwaddle Susan would send a T-800 back in time for Pop. Oh yes, Punkwaddle's right. It's not Mama Susan no more. Somebody else. I think you guys should encourage Elon to buy YouTube. We should all do that. Be like, hey Elon, buy YouTube, buddy. Of course, Google would never give that up, I'm sure. I like euphemisms. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to use all that kind of stuff. Well, hey everybody, if you can take the time to, slap the like button and, subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends to subscribe, and that would be nice. I'd like to have a little bit more subscribers, more viewers. You're hoping Rumble gets traction. You know what? Me too. I'm on there right now. It doesn't look like anybody has stopped by in the chat, but that's okay. I just got to get a little bit more notoriety on Rumble, that there's a Saturday and a Sunday stream. Oof, then he has a monopoly. Twitter is a social experiment anyway, so we'll see how that pans out. Okay. I'm only on Twitter just to advertise when I'm going to be on stream. But I'll be scrolling through, to be honest with you, I'll be scrolling through Twitter and I'll see something and I'll think to myself, it's time to get off Twitter. I've had enough. You've been streaming to both YouTube and Rumble lately. Oh, good, DJ Ronnie G. Good. Rumble is starting to get more people showing up. Tag your videos helps a lot. Okay, good. I have done that a bit. I just got to know which tags to throw out there, and hopefully that'll draw the people in. Nobody watches on Rumble, but you'll keep using both as long as it's not a big, complex deal. Yeah, I would like it a little more integration with Restream, because I use Restream for going to YouTube and Twitch. And now I've put Rumble in there, but I had to put it as an other or an alternate. They didn't have Rumble by name there, so hoping they sort that out. There's other channels out there too, other good YouTube content creators, people I've watched, and people whose channel I've been on. Like Pacific 4 and 4, everyone knows Mike. Blaine's Escape Corner, and Ronin66, and DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy, and the Nerdporeal Lifeform. There's also Angry Canadian. He's in the hospital right now. He's going to have surgery on his heel for a fall he took. So we all wish him a speedy recovery. I believe his surgery is tomorrow. So make sure, drop him a line on his Twitter, DM him. Anything, get a hold of him, give him the best wishes of a speedy recovery, because he's a good guy. I enjoy Angry Canadian. And don't forget Whoopa. He appears on Dadman Walking, where they talk about sports. And Punkwaddle. He's at Floral from Under a Rock, and his own channel now. So if you have not seen Punkwaddle's new channel, go and do that. He's got some sage advice. Yeah, I'm out there on... I have a Discord. It's called The Shop. I'm on Twitter. And I got videos on Rumble. Coming up. Trades Talk Tuesday's coming up. I haven't got a guest yet, so we'll just be going through some of the projects I've been a part of. After that is Saturday, game day. I need a new video game. I finished The Minish, and it was very satisfying. I'm glad I was able to get that done. Now I have to think of a new game to play. So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to put some thought into it. After that, we come full circle back to Sunday, which will be another anime chat. But because it's May, I have to come up with something new. So I will be thinking over what to do for next Sunday anime chat. Also, a little bit extra special. After that, on Monday, May the... just checking here. On May the 8th will be my birthday stream. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm celebrating my 50th birthday. So there you go. I think what I'll do is just have a chill stream and have links for people to pop in if they want to chat with me on my birthday. So Pop turns 50. It's been a long time coming. You can reminisce about times past and talk about the future, and I'd like to hear from you guys too. What are you guys saying here? Because they don't have an algorithm, so if you tag your videos, it will show in those categories, because otherwise people have just search for your videos on their own. Ah, okay. Looking forward to Sonic Adventure stream. The Minish. When's my birthday stream? I'm gonna shoot for May the 8th. My actual one is on Friday, but the stream will have to be a little later than that, because obviously busy in real life and all that kind of stuff. And then Saturday will be my regular... Saturday and Sunday will be my regular stream, so I'll just do Monday, because I'm not usually on Monday. So Monday, May the 8th for Pop's birthday stream. I'll think of a time. It'll be in the evening, Mountain Time. So I will... I'll let you guys know. Yep, Cinco de Mayo, yep. You got her, Punkwaddle. That's when I was born. So yes. Hope to see you guys there. And metric time. Monday's your late day, so you may not make it? Aw, that sucks. Okay. We'll see. That's just a tentative day. Yeah. It's a ways away anyway. Oh, I appreciate you guys coming out. I'm very grateful. I think gratitude is something that needs to be more expressed in this world. What am I doing Wednesday? Nothing. Nothing really. I mean, Trades Talk Tuesday, and then Wednesday it's usually not much. I think we need to have a little more gratitude in this world, especially over the small things. And be grateful for them. People lose sight of all the things that they need to be grateful for. And it's, I think it maybe it just comes with age, but we'll see. So yeah. I hope to have some more content for you guys coming up. Anyway, I'm glad you all showed up. I am going to be calling the stream now. It was so great talking to you guys. Once again, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.